Hello, welcome to Shreve Memorial Library Virtual Storytime. I'm Miss Lynn at the North Shreveport branch, and today I'm going to share one of my very favorite stories with you. It's called The Gruffalo by Julia Donaldson, and the pictures are by Axel Scheffler. So let's get started. This story is about a little mouse, and he's a little mouse, but he is very, very smart. A mouse, there he is, took a stroll through the deep dark wood. A fox saw the mouse, and the mouse looked good. "Where are you going to, little brown mouse? Come and have lunch in my underground house." "It's terribly kind of you, Fox, but no, I'm going to have lunch with a Gruffalo." "A Gruffalo, mouse? What's a Gruffalo?" "A Gruffalo, Fox? I'm surprised you don't know." "He has terrible tusks and terrible claws and terrible teeth in his terrible jaws." "Where are you meeting him?" "Here by these rocks, and his favorite food is roasted fox." "Roasted what? Oh my," Fox said. "Goodbye, little mouse," and away he sped. Silly old fox, doesn't he know there's no such thing as a Gruffalo? On went the mouse through the deep dark wood. An owl saw the mouse, and the mouse looked good. "Where are you going to, little brown mouse? Join me for tea in my treetop house." "It's frightfully nice of you, owl, but no, I'm going to have tea with a Gruffalo." "A Gruffalo, mouse? What's a Gruffalo?" "A Gruffalo, owl. I'm surprised you don't know. He has knobby knees and turned out toes and a poisonous wart at the end of his nose." "Where are you meeting him?" "Here by this stream, and his favorite food is owl ice cream." "Oh, owl ice cream, to-whit, to-hoo, goodbye, little mouse," and away owl flew. Silly old owl, doesn't he know there's no such thing as a Gruffalo? On went the mouse through the deep dark wood. A snake saw the mouse, and the mouse looked good. "Where are you going to, little brown mouse? Come for a feast in my log pile house." "It's wonderfully good of you, snake, but no, I'm having a feast with a Gruffalo." "A Gruffalo, mouse? What's a Gruffalo?" "A Gruffalo, snake? I'm surprised you don't know. His eyes are orange and his tongue is black. Ugh. Sharp purple prickles cover his back." "Where are you meeting him?" "Here by this lake, and his favorite food is scrambled snake." "Scrambled snake? It's time I hid. Goodbye, little mouse." And away snake slid. Silly old snake, doesn't he know there's no such thing as a Gruffalo? "Oh, but what is this creature with terrible claws and terrible teeth in his terrible jaws? Are those knobby knees and turned out toes? Is that a poisonous wart on the end of his nose? You. Are those orange eyes? Is that tongue black? Do sharp purple prickles cover his back? Oh yes, oh no, it's a Gruffalo." "My favorite food," the Gruffalo said. "You'll taste good on a slice of bread." "Good," said the mouse. "Don't call me good. I'm the scariest creature in this deep dark wood. Just walk behind me and you'll soon see everyone for miles is afraid of me." "Oh, sure," said the Gruffalo, bursting with laughter. "You lead the way and I'll follow after." They hadn't walked far when the Gruffalo said, "I hear a slither in the grass ahead." "It's Snake," said Mouse. "Why, Snake, hello." Snake stared hard at the Gruffalo. "Ooh, shivers," hissed Snake. "Goodbye, little mouse," and slid right into his log pile house. Ooh, scary. "You see," said Mouse, "I told you so." "Hard to believe," said the Gruffalo. They walked some more till the Gruffalo said, "I hear hooting in the trees ahead." "It's Owl," said Mouse. "Why, Owl, hello." Owl stared hard at the Gruffalo. "Hoo, hoo, hoo," screeched Owl. Goodbye, little mouse, and flew right up to his treetop house. You see, said Mouse, I told you so. You may be right, said the Gruffalo. They walked some more till the Gruffalo said, I hear paws on the path ahead. It's Fox, said Mouse. Why, Fox, hello. Fox stared hard at the Gruffalo. Oh, help, barked Fox. Goodbye, little mouse, and scampered into his underground house. Well, Gruffalo, said Mouse, don't you agree? Everyone in the wood is afraid of me. But now my tummy is beginning to rumble, and my favorite food is Gruffalo Crumble. Gruffalo Crumble, the Gruffalo said, and quick as the wind, he turned and fled. Then all was quiet in the deep dark wood. The mouse found a nut, and the nut was good. The end. Okay, now that we've read the Gruffalo and you know all about Gruffalo Crumble, we're going to make some as a part of the story. So here's the Gruffalo. So instead of a Gruffalo that we're going to put in the crumble, since I don't have a Gruffalo, I'm going to use these ingredients instead. So the first thing that I'm going to need is a half a cup of peanut butter. And I already have it in here, and I'm going to put it in a microwavable bowl. And here we go. And I have my handy dandy green spatula to get it out. And it's in there. And the next thing I'm going to put in here is about 1/4 cup of butter. Oops, I don't want that peanut butter spoon to go anywhere. So I'm using a handy dandy spoon because I don't have a knife with me right now. So I'm just putting you can use margarine if you're not a butter person, but I'm a butter person. So more butter the better. So it's 1/4 cup, which is actually half of a stick of butter. And then I'm going to put a heaping cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips in there. Okay. And then through the magic of video, I'm going to be right back with a nicely melted mixture of yumminess. Okay, so here we are, all melted up. This was like a minute and 20 seconds in the microwave. And then when you get that melted up, you're gonna add a teaspoon of pure vanilla, which is, that's a little more than a teaspoon, but that's okay. And you mix that in, and this smells like, y'all, you could just lick this up out of the bowl, but don't do it because we still have to mix in the Gruffalo. Okay, so this smells so good. And that's what it looks like. It's all nice and melty. So the next thing that you're gonna do is you're going to get 9 cups of some Rice Chex cereal, or I have some chocolate Rice Chex if you wanna be extra. So that's what goes in here now. So this is maybe like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 6. And then I'm going to take my chocolate Chex and I'm going to mix some chocolate Chex in with the regular Chex. And I guess I could have had this open first, but it would have been too easy. And you probably could measure this out, but I, as you can tell, don't measure a lot of things out. So I'm going to pour this on top of that, and that is the Gruffalo. Okay, and the next thing you're going to do is you're going to pour this chocolate yumminess all over this. And it's going to be a big chocolate gooey yummy mess. And so I'm going to pour about a little bit of that, and then I'm going to come in here and kind of start stirring it in a little gently so you don't do a lot of crushing. Sounds like I'm doing a lot of crushing, but I think it's just crunchy. Okay, and I'm going to stir a little bit of that, and then I'm going to come in and pour the rest on top. And I'm scraping it all out of the bowl. And then if you have somebody that's been extra good in your life, you might could let them lick the spoon, but we're not going to because we have to use it to stir. Okay, just doing a little light stirring, just enough to lift it and get it all started, this big gooey mess. And then you're gonna take this big gooey mess and you're gonna take, now if you have a big 2-gallon bag, that would be great, but I don't have that. So I'm gonna split mine up into little 1-gallon bag, but you're gonna take this mess and I'm gonna use a scoop. I'm gonna use my little handy scooper measuring cup, and you're gonna put some of this in your gallon bag. Okay, so I'm gonna work on this and I'll be right back. Okay, so now it's time for the fun part. So you get your powdered sugar, which is, actually it's called, what else is there? What is this called again? What is this called, Renee?
Confectioner sugar.
Confectioner sugar. Okay, but this is powdered sugar, and this says right here, powdered sugar. And it's supposed to be 1 and a cup, and 1 1/3 or half a cup, but I'm not gonna put all of it in here because if you can see, I have about half of my mixture in here and half of it's still in the bowl. So I'm gonna just eyeball it and throw some powdered sugar in there. About half, I don't know. Okay, and then I am going to zip the bag. This is the most important part of this recipe. Zip the bag up. Make sure you get you a good Ziploc bag. Because if you don't, it's going to be all over your kitchen. Okay, so then we're going to, and this is the part the kids get to do, hand it to your child and let them just gently mix the Gruffalo crumble all up in this bag. And keep mixing and mixing and mixing. And then you end up with the most delicious, here, let me put some out in this little cup so you can see how lovely this turns out. There you go. And now we get to taste. And that's good Gruffalo crumble. Y'all make some.